Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna do another video. Actually, yeah, before I start this video, yeah, I forgot to mention radical feminism in this country. Like how women are. Yeah, yeah, basically, well, radical feminism that goes on in this country is not real feminism, and it's not real feminism is where like like men or women are equal and they're and they coexist and they coexist together, and it's like this, like this is like the like people are treated the same, and I mean, and it doesn't matter like if you I guess yeah, just basically as women like being treated better. It's basically it's like up and down the board, it's like it's up and down the board. Like it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you do right, you're okay. If you do wrong, you're not okay. You're gonna get bashed for it. And I believe in this. Like I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Like if you do right, you're okay with me. If you do wrong and you do something that's horrible and bad and just yeah, just not right, I'm gonna bash you. Well, and that's I guess what I think is part of the real feminism thing. But yeah, radical feminism, the feminism now, like or they just call it third wave feminism or like Kyle Kalinske on Secular Talk likes to call it Mick feminism. Um, it just basically just puts like women on a higher pedestal and push men to the side like they don't matter. And I'm not for that, and that's not right. You know, Men get screwed through through a marriage with a woman. I mean, they lose everything and through alimony and child support. And they'll lose everything to that woman, and they'll just lose everything. And they'll have nothing. Um, that's basically I think that's basically radical feminism, and I'm not for it. And I don't have anything to do with it. Okay, and I am not a white knight. I am not a Captain Save-A-Ho. And I am not a simp. I'm none of those things. I'm gonna bring in the red pill and MGTOW movement on this. I like the red pill MGTOW movement. I like what they're doing is basically them sending a message to these women who are brainwashed by radical feminism, and it's telling them this: fuck you, we're going our own way, we're not going to put up with this shit anymore. But yeah, there's some of them I like, like Dog G Fist is I like him, but others like okay, Scotty 3861, actually just two guys on YouTube basically. I'm gonna talk about Scotty 3861. Yeah, he's a guy that lives in Britain. He has a form of Ashburg's or whatever it's called. Just basically it's a form of autism. I like the guy and I subscribe to him. He's a guy out of the UK, London or Great London, wherever he lives in the UK. He's a MGTOW guy. He talked about why he's part of the red pill movement, the MGTOW red pill movement, because how women are, how women treat men. And yeah, they're yeah, like I don't, and Dog G, he's one of them. I like him. I like him, and I think I remember watching one of his YouTube videos. I think in one title like he talked this one YouTube video that he talked about two lesbians approached him and asked him for his sperm, and I like it when he put down this woman who wanted to have a baby with him, and he told her your uterus is used up, it's dying, your egg is gone sour, it's gone bad, it is withering away. So I don't want to have anything to do with you. And he just ripped her apart and put her in her place. Like, it's kind of harsh, but it's the truth though. I mean, she's in her 40s and she passed the childbearing years, so she can't have children because she's old, and he called her a dinosaur. I said, ouch. True, true, true. But the red pill. I like the red pill movement, but at the same time, they're doing a lot more damage. They're doing the same amount of damage as the radical feminists are doing. And there's this saying like two wrongs don't make a right. Okay, and I'm not on either side. I'm kind of like a ally of the red pill movement. Kind of like I'm kind of like that. So that's where I stand. So yeah, and also it just also they both just destroying the traditional family structure. And it's yeah, and the man is nothing more than a ATM machine and a sperm donor, as Doc G wants to put it. And yeah, that is sad. Some lesbians come up to me and ask me for my sperm, like I'll just look at them like they're on drugs and just walk off. So yeah, so yeah, well basically basically I got that out of the way. What I'm about to talk about, well, in this video is my experience with the Texas Highway Patrol, or the Texas DPS, as citizens won't want to refer to them here in Texas, or some of them just refer to them as the DPS. They're basically the Highway Patrol branch of the Texas Department of Public Safety. I mean they're under the same umbrella as the Texas Rangers. I think that's it. Well, I taught. They're an organization of they're an organization of highway patrolmen who I'm not gonna bash all of them. I say the department as a whole has this superiority complex where they put themselves on a higher pedestal from sheriff deputies, deputy sheriffs, and city police officers. And city police officers and deputy sheriffs, they have the same mentality as well. They have the superiority complex, but the Texas Highway Patrol, they just take it to a whole new level. And their policing is very weird. They do a lot of weird stuff. Like for instance, if they catch someone speeding on any highway in Texas, if you drive fast past a Texas DPS unit, which is a black and white car, with a state trooper on the trunk and Texas Department of Public Safety Highway Patrol printed on the doors. If you fly past this car, this DPS unit, this is what they do. They'll pull onto the highway. They don't turn on their sirens or anything. They just pull onto the highway, and they'll just drive really slowly, and they'll just make it like they're not after you. Then they'll speed up behind you, drive real up close to you, and they'll turn on their flashing lights, signaling to pull you over. But the mentality is just so crazy. Like, okay, when they turn on their headlights, when they hit their overhead lights, when they're behind you, you gotta turn your right turn signal and pull over immediately. If you don't do that, they'll just rip you apart. They'll just rip you apart like you're gonna kill them or something. Like you were a troublemaker. Yeah, I think and that happened to me. I was pulled over by one for speeding. I was speeding because my dad had me drive him home from church, and I was doing this and he didn't say a word about it, and it wasn't wrong. Like, he was a police officer anyway. He basically uses his job just to get out of speeding tickets, and had to worry about going to defense driving school. He just used it to get away. he just used that to get away with speeding. You know, well, I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna talk about this. Like, you know, I was pulled over by one. I think his name is Trooper Hobbs. Okay. He gets out. He rolled a window. I rolled a window down. And he says this to me. He was pissed off. Like, you know, I wasn't driving. Okay, I wasn't driving. I don't know how fast I was driving. All right, I pulled over immediately, and that's what I did. He chews me out for no reason, like I was running, like I was causing trouble or anything. Okay. He comes up to my car. He comes up to my car. I rolled the window down, and he says this to me. Next time you see a cop behind you, you pull over right now. And I said, sorry, and I apologized. And I don't know what I was doing that. I mean, that didn't mean anything. And he said this, highway patrol, let me say your driver's license. Okay, I hand over my driver's license. And I started to talk to him about the speed limit. And he told me what the speed limit was. He looked at my license and started writing something down, okay? I don't know. And I showed him my insurance paper. Okay, he looked at the insurance paper. And he said, it expired, and he walks away. It was weird. Like, he said, expired, and he walks away. Okay. He comes back. I think he didn't say it was a ticket or a citation or anything. I didn't know what it was. He comes back and points on the line, tells me where to write my name in. Okay, I write my name in the wrong line. Then he points immediately where he wants me to sign my name at. And he said, sorry. I said sorry real quick, and he grabs the ticket book and said, and walks away. And I said, officer, what is this? What is this that you gave to me? And he said, it's a, I don't know what he said. It was kind of weird. I didn't quite understand what he was saying. You know, they talk crazy here, you know. Okay. After he tells me what it was, I think it was a ticket, or I think it was a citation, I guess. He gets in this police cruiser. I pull onto the highway. He pulls onto the highway, and I look back and he disappeared. I don't know where he went. He was gone. He followed me for a little bit, then he disappeared when I got back on the highway. I mean, this was on the freeway. This wasn't on a regular highway or a back road. This was on a freeway. Okay. Then I had an encounter with two of them, with two Texas Highway Patrol troopers. Well, they're called troopers here, you know. I was coming home from working, I was coming home from working from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. at Walmart in Longview. It's on a highway it's on a major city thoroughfare that's called Estes Parkway. Okay, when I was coming home, I was driving. Okay, I was real tired. Because, you know, Walmart, they work you like a dog. And they pay you less and they treat you like dirt. Okay, when I was driving home, I saw a highway patrol. I saw a Texas highway patrol. I saw a Texas highway patrol trooper cruiser parked on the side of the road. Yeah, I think it was a tow truck. Okay, it was behind a tow truck. I was in the slow lane. Okay, I moved onto the fast lane to keep from hitting the car. Yeah, I think one of the officers were walking on the side of the road, and I moved out of the way to keep from hitting them. And that's what I did. I avoided hitting them. Yeah, when I moved on to the side, when I moved to the left side of the road. That way, when I moved on the right side of the road. I moved on the right side of the road. And then after that, when I approached the interchange, actually the highway I was on, it was called I-20 or Interstate 20. The part of the I-20 freeway that I was on, it was cosigned with a U.S. highway called US 259. Okay, when I approached the interchange where US 259 breaks away from I-20, and I noticed there was a car behind me. The headlights were off. It was driving behind me. Then all of a sudden the lights start flashing red and blue. I said, "What the heck?" Then I pulled over. And then I pulled over and I stopped. Then I looked behind me. I looked behind me. Then I looked on the driver's side. And all of a sudden I heard a knock on the driver's side. Not the driver's side, but the passenger side window on the front passenger side door. Okay, I used one of the master controls in my car to let one of the power windows down. The power window on the passenger side door. It was this highway patrolman. He was an old man. He was old, white, and he said this to me. Highway patrol. Why I stopped you is you violated the stationary vehicle law. And I don't remember what I said to him. And okay, I said, yeah, because I didn't. He claimed that I almost ran him over. Yeah, I was gonna tell him I didn't run him over. And I said, well, the speed limit is about like 75 miles per hour through there. And when I said the speed limit, he said, I understand that. You gotta reduce your speed when you slow down and move on to the fast lane. I think he was explaining the move over law here in Texas. Yeah, I broke that law. Yeah, I broke that law, but I had no idea that law existed because I didn't know anything about it. But I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, being ignorant of the law is no excuse. So okay, he tells me to get out of my car because he think I was drunk. So he gets out of my car, has me standing on the side of the road. Just had me stand there. Okay. He comes walking up to me and his partner was with him. It was another trooper. I guess. And I started just talking about, like in foreign countries, people like to talk and socialize with one another. And I try to do that with the trooper, the old guy who pulled me over. And he was like, he was in a bad mood and he was all serious and he just didn't give a damn about what I said to him. And I asked him, hey, do you know Trooper Hobbs? And he said this. He said, nope, don't know him. And that's what he said. And after he showed me the ticket, and I mean, I was being childish, like, I was saying a lot of things just not to hear him, but he didn't care. He just wanted to tell me where to pay the ticket at. Then after I got there, I had to sign the ticket and got the ticket. It was a traffic ticket. I had to pay it. And that led me to go to that defense driving school. That my dad had to go with me there to the defense driving school was held at this restaurant in Longview, Texas. And he told me where to go to pay the traffic ticket at. Is at this some driving court in some traffic court in I think in Gladewater. After I got the ticket, he said, "Have a nice night." And I didn't say anything to him, so I got in my car and left. Yeah. Yeah, I said in another video that I almost got ran over by one. They wanted to get back at me for like chewing his girlfriend out for making me pay more for gas at this gas station. And yeah, but all these Texas highway patrol troopers, I mean, not all of them are not that bad, really. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess it's this training is that they go through. they're called cadets. They call DPS cadets when they go through this training. I don't know that much about it, and this training just pounds this superiority complexness into them, to saying that talking about standing something like being part of the Texas tradition and standing up for Texas and all this stuff. It's like they're like I guess they want to brainwash them to thinking that that they're the elite police force, and the families of these guys, like men, doesn't matter, they're cadets or rookie officers or senior officers, whatever. They talk about how great they are with a straight face. They're all business. I've seen some of them. They have frozen faces. They're stiff. I mean, they're lifeless. Like, I mean, they walk around like their shit doesn't stink. Like they're better than everybody. I mean, I ain't saying that they're all like that. Like I ran into one at a gas station somewhere around where I live. I think it was in Longview or Liberty City, where this city that I live in. Well, yeah, one of them got their cruiser. It was an SUV, and one of them said, "Hi, how you doing?" I said, "I'm doing fine." And also, I encountered one when I went to the bathroom. He comes walking in real quick with a smile on his face. He's standing there with a smile on his face. He walks off and start going to the urinal, start peeing. And he was acting really weird and crazy. I think I ran to another one when I went to the bathroom. I mean, he walks in. He was acting normal and all, like he had common sense, like. Yeah, I think I waved at one. Like it was an old guy. He was pretty friendly. He was all right. So yeah, I think I don't know. Like yeah, there's some good and bad in that in their law enforcement community, but their policing is weird, and some of them are weirdos and nutcases and a-holes. Yeah, I think the one that has the last name Hobbs. I mean, he used to work with my dad, as a jailer. Yeah, I guess he got tired and got out and just became a highway patrolman, and I guess yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm probably gonna be dealing with more of these guys in the future, but I hope I don't. Yeah, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, I just, I'm gonna say this. I'm I mean, I'm just sick of I'm just sick of the weirdness and craziness here. And Catherine's Adventure Channel told me everywhere is the same here in America. That's true, but I guess and she never been overseas like me. Like overseas, it's a whole, it's different. The police in the United Kingdom, for instance, like they're not on edge. I mean, they act civilized. I mean, they treat the citizens like human beings. Like they don't talk down to them. They don't treat them like dirt. I mean, they don't act weird around them. They don't do none of that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I heard, and I watched some videos on YouTube to prove that. Yeah, I think Uyghur, the Russian, he told me that how the cops in Russia are. They're not like military tactic and cruel to the citizens. And he said this, and he joked like you could say something to them and run off, and he was being funny. So I saw that. That was pretty funny though. Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to get this off my chest. Um. So yeah. Anyway. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you dislike it, go ahead and dislike it, and you can subscribe. This is the new Manchester saying this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later, I hope.